coming up.
Every animal here is genomically enhanced EPDs.
One of the cornerstones of our program has been able to combine phenotype with these genetic databases.
A century of experience, cutting-edge technology, and adaptability put Barber Hereford genetics on top. Next on The American Rancher. Hello, I'm Pam Minnick, and welcome to The American Rancher. Family-owned Barber Ranch Herefords combines a century of experience and data collection, advances in genetic technology, and a clear understanding of what their customers demand from their Hereford genetics. Barber Ranch is located just outside the northwest Texas panhandle town of Channing. Rugged country and notorious panhandle weather build an extra layer of stamina in the Barber family's Hereford genetics. Henry Clay introduced the first registered Hereford cattle to America in 1817. Through the years, the breed increased in popularity until its peak in the 1950s. In time, Hereford dominance was replaced by black-hided cattle, but the distinctive white-faced cattle continue to play an important role in the American beef industry. And the Barber family has been a part of the Hereford legacy for over 115 years. That's more than half of the breed's entire history in America.
We've been at it a while, 4 generations.
My mom's parents brought over the Herefords from Tennessee, and they were commercial really till about 1955. And then we started doing purebred and registering all our cattle, and really from there we were strictly horned for the most part.
My mom and dad have been involved with Herefords all their life. That's, all they know really, and that's what their specialty is. And they've done such a good job of developing our herd and really setting our ranch for success. Myself and my 2 brothers and my sister took over the herd and the ranch here a few years back, but it was really nice having the foundation they laid. We're just trying to continue to carry on their legacy. They're actually inducted in the Hereford Hall of Fame here just a few years ago, so they've been prominent in the breed and they've built their life off of that.
Mom and Dad are still very involved and 24/7 integral part of this operation.
When you saw the country go from red and white cattle to black-hided cattle, my family stayed with it. We've had the ranch there since 1904, and Herefords are what we made our name on. That's what our brand has been, and we knew there'd always be a place for them, regardless of what wave the popularity went to, and we rode the storm, and really it's paid dividends for us. They're still great cattle that have a lot of performance. They're sound, they have good feet. They really cross well with black cattle.
With as many black commercial cattle are out there, people are looking for the heterosis and the free stuff you can do to get more pounds. And Herefords, I think, are at the right time at the right place.
It's one of the unique breeds out there because not only can you raise bulls that work in the commercial world, but there's still such a great market for the registered female side of it. Donor cows are worth a lot.
We've really ramped up our ET program the past few years, and for good reason. I mean, our donor cows are some of the best in the country, and the more calves we can get out of our donor cows, the better. And that just makes up a pretty small percentage of our overall herd, but I mean, when you get the top end calves, really that's another tool to really just kind of take our program to the next level, and something that we'll be doing even more of in the future. 3 of our top donors right now, that Anastasia cow, she's 10 years old and still kicking, doing great. She's produced, I don't know how many national champions right offhand, a lot of in the past years, and her daughters are some of the best cows on the place. Belle would be Bel Air's dam. She's 9 years old and looks as good as she ever has. Looks like a 4-year-old cow out there in the pasture. And she's produced several national champion bulls, and just her females are great. They're just great made, good quality cattle. Then we've got a bunch of other donors too, that we've had success with over the years. One of the biggest things that we're focusing on in our herd right now is better numbered cattle. That because that's what our bull sale and our customers are kind of demanding right now. They want, low birth weight, high growth, gray carcass, good marbling, good ribeye, good CHB. We're trying to infuse that in with our show cattle part of it too, where we're trying to raise good quality cattle that are good numbers, that have the dark red color, pigment, and everything that everybody's wanting right now. And really, that's kind of what we're focused on, trying to be able to show cattle that are still great numbered and stuff and work in the real world. The show program for us is really important because it's probably the best way that we can market our cattle and get our genetics out there for everybody to see, and then in return for them to want to use them and kind of know about us and come down to our bull sale, because they know, as competitive as we are in the show ring, that we raise high quality cattle, and it's just a great benefit for marketing for us.
We got one of our trophy cases over here that represents decades of numerous national champions across the country. Then over here we have another wall that we got our 2 carload champions on. Then again, some more national champions over the years, from when Jason and Justin, Brett and Terry were showing, all the way up to me, Riley, Aiden, and now Beckett and Henley are starting to show.
Well, we used to just go to Denver, was our primary show for the open cattle, and we're fortunate to win that many years in a row. In fact, we've probably won Denver more than anybody else in the Hereford breed in the last 10, 15, 20 years. Lately, we've been going to Cattlemen's Congress. It's kind of replaced Denver just a little bit, even though Denver's starting to make a comeback, but we've been very fortunate to have the grand champion bull for the past 2 years and female, and just done really good. I think we had maybe 3 years ago reserve grand, but bull, but just been really fortunate to do that. And those are probably the highlights of what we've been doing lately. And then we've been very successful at Junior National in Kansas City, but our main focus is in the wintertime at Cattlemen's Congress, Denver, Fort Worth.
After the break,
one of the cornerstones of our program has been able to combine phenotype with these genetic databases.
years of successful breeding experience pairs up with the accuracy of genomic technology. That story is next on The American Rancher. Welcome back to The American Rancher. Barber Hereford Ranch in Channing, Texas has been in the Hereford business for over a century. Building on the strength of that legacy, not to mention having decades of breeding experience, the Barber family's use of genomics and ultrasound data, combined with horned and homozygous poll genetics, makes their program a model for the Hereford breed.
Every animal here is genomically enhanced EPDs and parent identified, and that just helps you in your accuracy, take out the guesswork in your breeding decisions, and it helps us identify the outliers and the really elite bulls.
Also, along with the hybrid vigor and the fertility that we're trying to increase, we're very mindful of the marbling and ribeye scores as well, since a lot of the feeder calves are going to go into a select premium program. I think it complements the udder quality that we've also tried to really fine-tune and make sure we've got just exceptional udders. That's something that's obviously a visible thing, a phenotypic thing, but also with their teat and udder scores, that's another really nice tool that helps producers be able to select for that. If you've got an older cow herd or you've bought some cows that you're trying to increase that, we've just got such a plethora of data at our fingertips now. One of the cornerstones of our program has been able to combine phenotype with these genetic databases. It allows us to be on the cutting edge of using the best, not only technology, but the highest performing cattle, whereby it allows us to be able to go out and select the highest performing cattle that do best for us here in the Texas Panhandle, as well as the majority of our customers. And that has equated into our customers being able to sort based on what their goals are.
We get guys that are looking for the next herd sire, so registered Hereford bulls go on registered females. But a big part of it's commercial guys that are looking for a Hereford bull to go back on their commercial herd. Some of those guys are straight Hereford breeders, but a lot of them either have Brahman cows or they have Angus cows, and they're just looking for a Hereford bull that comes from us that's got some extra performance, growth, and muscle to go back on their black cows, their Brahman cows, and they've really had great results breeding not only really good feeder calves, but also making really great replacement females.
Our customer base is pretty wide. I mean, these cattle are going all over the U.S., and everybody's program's a little bit different, but we're selling a ton of cattle.
Our customers, most of them, if they've used Angus bulls, they want pole bulls. Just, they don't want to mess with horns, and we've got some customers that prefer horns. Really, one of our biggest customers, Sneed Pool, still prefers horns. He doesn't mind pole, but that is one guy that really concentrates on moderate birth weights, maximizes growth, and he wants carcass, and he wants eye pigment. And so we really listen to that, and so we've concentrated on eye pigment, moderate births, maximum weaning and yearling weights with carcass traits. The Scarborough outfit, they're implementing the Wagyus with Hereford and Angus. He has his own meat market. He enters the barbecue contest, so he's really concentrated on eating quality and carcass. But he still wants a good-looking bull that's got the performance. Our neighbor, Jim Hill, he wants everything. He wants excellent EPDs. He really doesn't care whether they're horned or polled, but he wants a good-looking animal.
What we strive to do is bring in the most cutting-edge sires that the breed offers in order to complement and balance our cow herd, which is already known to be really stout in terms of the way they're made. They're going to be a heavier structured, higher performing cow, so it allows us to be able to bring in different bulls that would complement our cow herd. And one thing that we do select for, and you'll notice in a lot of the cattle here, is an increase in pigment. We really have appreciated the amount of pigment both around the eyes, the scrotal, even the udders. You'll see quite a bit of pigment on a lot of these progeny that you're seeing here at the ranch. To tie this together with kind of where Barber Ranch markets our bulls, the majority of our buyers will be down in the southeastern part of the United States, and they're going to be a heavy Brahman influence as well as crossbred black baldy type herds. Our bulls have consistently been in that top 50%, which makes marketing them easier for us because our commercial customers know that these bulls are documented. They know that they're proven because we've taken advantage of the various traits, the marketing programs, and the data that we've been allowed to generate on our cattle through AHA's Total Performance Program, which really is the cornerstone of AHA's database, and it's the envy of all breed associations because of the longevity really of that database when it started. It's decades old. We've added to it, and really the progressive cattlemen out there in any breed are trying to provide the most data possible to help make decisions easier by allowing our customers and our buyers to be able to go in and select the bulls or the females that fit their herd criteria based on how well they perform nationally. So our EPDs, our expected progeny differences that the association has continued to build on, one of the newest ones being sustained cow fertility, which will measure basically the longevity, the efficiency, the docility, and the fertility of a Hereford female. That is an exceptional trait now that will allow you to select based on that cow producing it at 2 years old and then having a calf every year after till age 12. And that's basically giving you an added advantage as having a producer each year that's going to have a lot of longevity in a herd. We're also infusing a lot of these newer genetic lines like the homozygous polled. I think where we've excelled here at Barber Ranch in terms of being able to add this efficiency and longevity and cow fertility is being able to still maintain this ruggedness, these deep-sided, heavy structured cattle that still have a really nice look about them, but they can go out and go to a purebred operation or a commercial operation and still have that pop with hybrid vigor, feed efficiency. They're going to have the longevity and that maternal look about them that the Hereford cow and the Hereford breed is so well known for.
Our bulls are developed out on large traps. We definitely like to make sure that they get out and they move. It just eliminates a lot of problems down the road. We've obviously got a bull development center there and a grow yard that we can put other cattle there, and it's mainly at weaning.
We don't use corn silage, we use more of a forage-based silage.
This is our total mixed ration. We bring these bulls up here after weaning. We try to optimize their growth without putting on excess condition.
The bulls are really doing great on that ration, and they're ranging from about 3 to 3.5 pounds of gain per day. Mom's brother built this in '81, and it's changed hands several times, and we were fortunate enough to purchase it from the Ford family. And it's really helped our operation tremendously. And it makes feeding the bulls way easier. The grow yard has enabled us to develop the bulls here. For years ago, I remember going down to Vernon to get them developed, and now we're raising our own feed and getting to manage them. And I've got Dr. Jeff Micus that stops in and checks the feedstuffs and makes sure we're right on and optimizing their growth. And I love looking at the bulls develop.
But we don't like to finish the bulls there. We like to get them to a certain point and then kick them back out in a big pasture, in a big trap, so that they can run out on grass.
Up next.
We've got some new sires that are good-footed, just good-looking animals with good numbers.
Get your hands on some of the top Hereford genetics in the country. Details when the American Rancher returns. Stay with us. Welcome back to the American Rancher. Every November, Barber Hereford Ranch offers the most up-to-date advancements in Hereford genetics. Their annual sale in San Saba, Texas is coming soon.
Well, my family sale in San Saba is always that second Wednesday in November. We typically get the cattle there on Monday, so they're ready for viewing, so about a day ahead of time. We normally have a big dinner there Tuesday night, and anybody that wants to come join us is welcome to do that. If they want to see the cattle before that, they're running out in big lots at the ranch, so people can come up there and go see them running out on grass and you know, really watch how they move and ask us questions. You can definitely have more one-on-one time with us, it seems like, if you can make it to the ranch. People ask us that a lot, why our bull sale is there. It's just a great part of the state. There's a lot of cattle breeders down there, a lot of people that use Hereford bulls, but more than anything, it's more centrally located than the Texas Panhandle. Our bulls make the trip real well there. It's not too far, but it's just in a more central part of the state, and it just seems like we get a lot better crowd there.
Our lead animals are sired by the Genesis bull. Bel Air is still just a consistent, great sire for low birth weight, high performance, eye appealing cattle.
One of the things that we love about this Bel Air bloodline is just the ability to really produce top bulls in our bull sale and great females. I mean, the females that are selling, they're great uddered, they're really good footed, just great efficient cattle. But because we also place such a big emphasis on the show ring, we want cattle that can go out and compete, which, you know, that's not always easy to do, to combine the great numbers and the pigment and everything and still get the show cattle that you want and then still be able to have what we have in our bull sale. But that's really what we're striving for right now.
We've got some new sires. The trending bull has curve bending numbers, low birth weight, tremendous yearling weight with the look. I'm excited about the bull sale offering because it's super consistent, and I'm just tickled to death with the EPDs, and they match the bulls with, they're good footed, just good-looking animals with good numbers.
Mark your calendars for the 2023 Barber Ranch Bull Sale in San Saba, Texas on Wednesday, November 8th at 11 a.m. Central Time at Jordan Cattle Auction. The bulls will be available for viewing on Tuesday, November 7th or any time at the ranch prior to sale week. The Barber family would love to have you attend in person or bid online through Superior Livestock. The auction will be broadcast on SLA TV, which is Dish Network Channel 997, and also online at bid.superiorlivestock.com.
This year, GKB, our great customers and partners on several of the lead animals, are consigning some bulls with us, as well as Express Ranches are putting in some Angus bulls.
You know, the future of the ranch is to really keep doing what we're doing right now. We're always out there looking for the best genetics available that fit what we do and will fit what our customers do. And we're really, just trying to go on. We've used homozygous poll genetics quite a bit here lately. We're going to continue to do that, but we're also going to keep in mind that we don't want to breed all of our horns off either. So we're going to keep doing horn cattle. We're going to infuse great numbers into the deal, but at the end of the day, we still like to go out on the pasture and see great looking stout show cattle.
We always love our show on Barber Ranch and their Hereford genetics. For more information, visit barberranch.com. And for more information about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook or YouTube. I'm Pam Minnick. For our entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.